G'day, today we're going to have a look at Los Angeles and the weekly challenge, and I like the look of that. Looks like we're going to have unlimited road tiles here, so I wonder if I should play any sort of strategy for this. Start with 4 roundabouts. So let's start. Let's just drop a pause in straight away. I'm going to reintroduce our roundabout out the front, the first few guys. I do wonder as well if I should just play around with some blocking. Just because the weekly challenges, we get something different each time. Now, what I want to do, I think, is manufactured blocking. So what we... Actually, no. Because I think that what happens sometimes is a house can essentially appear anywhere. So if you've got a section available, you might just see houses just pop up in any of it. So, I mean, maybe I've got to do, like, proper... everywhere grids to discourage houses. Thing is, as soon as we get more like land available, they'll just suddenly dump into that. What do we do? Do we play the challenge of trying to get... How would cars move about on a grid like this as well? That's right, yellow house. You go probably where you would have gone anyway. Let's just leave it with this on. Where are you going? That's a really interesting, like, sad way to head back. You just look so sad doing it. Is that the faster route? I don't think I've ever had it. I've seen it before where the cars will have 2 different routes, that they'll have an entry point and an exit point. So, what I think you want to do in this situation, or what you have to do, is try and manufacture creation. That's interesting, they're not even getting there fast enough, they're taking too many weird routes. So what I mean by that is this is now getting so much demand that the place is actually struggling. So what happens if we go clear this out? It now means that a thingy can get built. Well, we can see that a house has immediately come in here to attempt to cater to it. We've already lost the war on where this guy's going. But basically what's happened here is that the demand of it doesn't care how many destinations I have. What it cares about is how much it has a quota of the amount of people that it wants me to deliver. And if I've only got the one place, then all of those people are going to this one destination, which is why this guy is in such a struggle, because he's just going, no, I need people here now. I think it's really, like, as long as I can survive from this, this will be like a nice explanation of this, why I struggle with blocking, because you need to have a really good setup. Otherwise, you're just sentencing yourself to a quick death. It'd be nice to have this guy connected since he's the closest guy. These 2 guys have just sort of set themselves around the other way. You can see how quickly this guy's calmed down, as the amount of work he had has been divided by 4 as opposed to all on him. gone for a bit of a weird layout here. I've had a lot of these guys have now just all sort of dropped on the same one spot. Again, what I've done is I've bucked against the natural way that a level would build itself. And it's caused this weird little layout for me. What we could probably do is get rid of that. Roundabout there. Get these guys to go like that. Get him in there. Wait for these guys to finally get home. Part of this is because we do only have the one bridge. Need these two colors sharing. Close as it seems like this guy is, he's so far away because I don't have that second bridge. We definitely want to divide those three guys in the middle up from each other. I don't want to use the motorway to do it yet. So we'll just have to wait to see what comes up. But having anyone connected to anyone else, generally it isn't gonna play out too well. Again, unfortunately, that purple guy is blocking just being able to come down here. Get this connected. Ideally, what we need to do is have a bridge that runs into the back of this. Again, we need a bridge. Being generous with the roundabouts, though. Worst case scenario, we can drop that motorway in on someone to help them out. Oh, another thing I wanted to mention is I think I mentioned in one of the other levels how the night mode is using my colorblind colors. That's on me. That's because I've left colorblind mode on while playing on night mode. But I actually kind of like it. I really like these colors. It's a really nice, almost like neon effect that the game's creating. Well, looks like we're going to have to use our motorway to get anyone to there because we still don't have that second bridge. There we go. So let's like reclaim that. Let's change this road. That. That's going to be tricky for two guys to manage. Luckily, we've got this guy here to form a community. Well, this guy here. Blue is really exploring the space. Yeah, just anywhere, guys. You tell me where you want to go. No wrong answers. Alright. I was going to say with this bridge, I could run these two guys down here, connect to that, and then disconnect this guy, this road here. But purple's also using that. So unless I want to use my motorway, just got to basically live with that. I hope that the other side of this is blue. Oh no, it can also be purple and it won't be inconvenient. Certainly being generous with roundabouts. Let's take advantage of some of that generosity. That's such a waste of a roundabout. These three guys here are gonna have to get across there. That's not a roundabout, that's a bridge. Such a waste of a bridge. This is generally a level though where you end up with a lot more bridges than you need. So we'll see if that plays out. We could currently do with 2 more, at least. I possibly find a use for having 3 more at this point, actually. Cool. Second motorway. This guy is starting to struggle a bit more. Wow, you went circular real quick on me there, buddy. That's such a good spot for him. Yeah, we do need to sort of bridge out for this guy. Great. And alright, we're gonna need to get more guys attached to him, so maybe let's... Actually, no, let's... These guys can have one of the motorways. Let's give them a roundabout too while we're up that side, because they're just such a weirdly designed layout of guys. They're not cohesive in any way that they are just going to run into each other. Where to put it there? Not that regaining the road gives me anything. This guy went circular, that's a real problem. That's basically just the fact that he hasn't is the only reason that this is still working. It's starting to look worse though. I've been very generous with the roundabouts we're getting. Alright, how are we going to... Another mess of a... Here, these guys. Where are we getting guys to help him out? I suppose it's these two guys. This guy, we've just got to make sure he's in there to help out. This guy's looking worse. That's a problem. Perfect. That's why I edged him up a little bit just to hope that we'd get a third guy there. Because we know he's going to cause us a problem. That's why we're giving him the roundabout. Another bridge. Well, I can't get across here. If you could get sort of around there. Oh no, I can, because if he goes straight across, down, up, or just misses off. Who's complaining? This guy. Alright, okay. Get him some surge assistance. Apparently the only green destination we have, so we may as well have all the greenhouses attached to him for now. This guy here is also in need of some attention. And this is where I'm talking about that I need that sort of emergency emergency motorway. Feels like it's going to sink me pretty quick if I can't get any motorways in here. Alright, let's switch those guys south. Get rid of that for now. But I think that the 4 guys that we've had land on this have been do a pretty good job of looking after this guy. Put him on there too. Alright, he needs way more attention now. Okay, that was just a sudden quick surge of problematic placements. So where are we going to get the housing for this guy? Well, we can see a lot of the houses over here now aren't being used. It's also a pain to just inconvenience those guys. Actually, no, let's do this. Let's whip them up there so they just hit that roundabout at a different point. These guys, let's run to here. Let those 3 guys look after him, since they're not really being used, and we've got the assistance over here to help that out, although questionable anyway. Put that guy in there too. We've been given so many roundabouts that we don't really have. We've sort of missed out on a lot of bridges or motorways that probably could have helped us. Yeah, there's a bridge. And now the bridge I want to build around there is not going to work because it's a blue bridge. Alright, this guy's getting worse. These guys can get around there without needing to... Actually, can I fit... Does that fit in there at all? There? Work, does it? We do that. that. Purple is in struggle mode at the moment. Lost this guy to... What's funny is this guy's not even doing anything anymore. They're letting all the work go to these guys. So, what can we do for purple to give him a bit more assistance? This guy needs someone, I think. A little bit more support. Just keep sort of slowly moving it along and then thinking about it again. This guy is basically using everyone he has to get over here. The motorways that I'm using can cull that motorway. For that, he's got a fair few houses. He's going to build up quickly, but hopefully he can like survive while we're trying to address purple problems. But even then, I don't really know where I'm going to pull purple guys from to get up here. Like, I mean, you can see there's a fair few guys getting in that, getting in there. At least got that motorway back. Let's just give it to the closest guy. Basically just to... I think it's possibly too late to... Oh, get in there, guys. Yeah, and that's not much. Maybe what I should do is drop that here. But, I mean, you can see there's sort of a weird swing of the purple guys, and we finally made it through the purple storm there. Nice work, purple guys. Well, this is now going to be its own little nightmare scenario. These guys. Okay. So what we're going to do is this guy here can go claim to him. These two here, we can claim to him as well, I would say, and then we can get rid of this road. Now, optimistically, getting rid of that road would actually mean that we get given more housing, that very sort of like important middle section. Shift these guys down here, but again, that means that I've got my motorway gone. Very limited motorways here. Very dangerous game. Alright, position for a blue guy. It also gives him even more support than he's already got. Purple's starting to look sketchy again up here. I mean, ideally what I could do is shift this to here, and then I could get this guy to sneak through there and join in here, and then become the closest purple house to this. But the problem is that it would mean that this guy would have to last without his support for probably longer than he's willing to. But purple is going again, so we've got to... There we go. There's a will, there's a way. Would be great to get this guy over there too. I suppose we could do that. And have them just operate with the lights. This guy's also not happy. I mean, I'm sure there's too much I can do for him. Alright, another purple house for this guy, although he's escalating quickly too. You can at least see that with this guy, there's people there. Like, with these other guys, there's just not the cars aren't making the journey. Got one bridge, so we can do that with that guy. What are you doing? And let's turn that guy around, because he's going to need the extra support. Yellow's now starting to go too. Blue's not happy. But I think that purple having to get past this yellow is a sink for that one, so... I would say not the best score, but for only having 2 motorways, I think I can hang my hat on that one. 10%, yeah, pretty ordinary. 243. Go. Any questions or comments, feel free to chuck them below. Until next time, catch you later.